Hey guys, so this is day 5, I think, of my keto challenge. I still have the videos of previous days where I cooked some keto based meals. When I have time, I'll edit it and post it. Yeah. So let's just say I've not been exactly consistent with this keto thing because yesterday I went for an event and for some reasons I just could not turn down the food. And normally I would have felt like I've spoiled my keto, but one thing about this thing is that just because you failed once and you slipped from your diet once does not mean that you should just give up and just pack all the sugar and start eating. No, just continue, pick up from where you stop. Just continue from where you stop because it is easier for you if you fail. I don't want to use the word fail, but it gets once and you pick up immediately than for you to say, because I fell off this once, let me just throw my whole the whole goal I'm trying to work towards, let me just throw it away and just continue my normal life. It will be very easier when you finally decide that you want to start this thing all over again than when you just continue, like you just do as if you just pretend like nothing happened, just that once, just continue it because if you fall off once, then you give up. Second time, as it's reaching third, fourth, it will be very difficult for you to like start again. Especially when it comes to diet, it will be very difficult for you to start again. So just continue. Just continue. I'm noticing some progress in. Can you see that? Like this keto thing literally works like magic. Like it works like magic, and I don't know why. Like it's not everywhere. People are not shouting about it, singing about it. Cause it's literally a savior. Literally, like see, even this one, there's one here. No, there's one here that is really reducing. Uh, literally works like. Then if you now add intermediate fasting to it, or even if you can decide to fast throughout the day, just imagine. Like this thing is not it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. But just listen to your body and eat what your body will thank you for. Eat what your body will thank you for. Cut out ultra processed foods. Cut out junks from your diet. Make sure you get enough sunlight. You know it's not usually the case all year round. But anytime you see sun, make sure you get it. Try as much as possible to get it. Also, move a lot, do exercise a lot, don't just stay in one place. If at the time that your work is like maybe online and you sit down somewhere and just press like digital, just be what do you call it again? Deliberate and walk, stand up, move around, do exercise, take walks, can be morning walks, evening walks, once in a while jog. You don't even need the gym. Don't need the gym. Or if you have access to gym, it's fine. But you don't even need it. These are simple things. Move around once in a while. Move around, move around. And your body will thank you for it. Your body will thank you for it. And even aside whatever disease you're even going through, like it helps to manage stress level. It's these things like diet, what you eat, what you take in, getting sun, exercise helps to manage your stress level. It helps to really help you to regulate your stress. So I'm currently doing a literature review on um how effective is the transplantation of islet cells to um type 2 diabetes patient. That's um people that have type 2 diabetes, some of them um there's this new treatment. There's this treatment that you will get islet cells from, because type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes are quite different. Type 1, type 1, you don't have the capacity to produce insulin at all because your islet cells are basically useless. While type 2 is you can produce insulin, but the insulin is not, your body is not sensitive to the insulin. So like you're just pump your pancreas is just producing the insulin, producing it, but it's not working. Your body does not, it's not sensitive to it. So the insulin is also still useless, kind of useless. But the problem with type 2 is that too much insulin pumped into the blood is also a problem. So for the treatment is basically you get a donor, usually a disease donor, gets their islet cells and transplant it into the liver of the patient, and hopefully that's what is called the grafting. So hopefully the islet cells will be able to produce insulin and help the patient to survive. And then there are a lot of you might see complications with it. The patient has to be taking immunosuppressants, and sometimes go after some a while you have to be monitoring the transplanted cells. And there's sometimes that after a while, after some years, few years, in fact, the islet transplants will not even work. And most time it's not even like the first transplant. You have to continue doing the transplant before the patient can be able to produce a significant amount of insulin. But again, I've watched some videos of Dr. Beck, Eric Beck on YouTube, and he has interviewed some people that said they had type 1 diabetes and they got killed. And it's basically through diet. So I'm thinking like all this research that people are doing, scientists are doing, like instead of going like, I'm not trying to downplay it, they are really vital things. But why are we not seeing more research on like diets, food and health, like diet-based research, how food affects health? Like now that people are coming out to say from they've gotten cured from a particular chronic disease that feels really deadly, and it's basically something that to be afraid of. And they are saying they did this, they did that, what they eat. Like why don't we have more researchers going to look into these claims that they are making, that these people are making, and looking at it honestly, and then bringing the results out for the public to see and judge for ourselves. Like, why do they have to go through? Why do they feel like, is it because it's too simplistic or is unscientific? What is even unscientific? That is it that is unscientific that food can cure a disease? I don't know what's the rationale behind that. Like, why are we not seeing more research on these things? So we need them actually. We need them. And then some people will say keto is not sustainable. That any that is like a diet fad. It's not sustainable because you cannot do it for a long time and continue like incorporating it into your normal lifestyle. Maybe the argument is true. I don't really know. I'm not exactly sure because all the time I've done keto, I've tried keto. It was for a period of time. It was for a period of time and I tried it and it worked. So I'm saying that even if you think it's not sustainable, like you're the one experiencing whatever you're experiencing, just do it for that period of time. Just like taking drugs now, you know, if you have a disease or whatever you're trying to treat and you're recommended a drug, you take the drug, you're not taking it forever. So yeah, maybe some people take drugs forever, but in most or some cases, just take it for the period of time that you need that that sickness to go. So why can't you not just do the keto for the period of time that you want to treat whatever it is that you're experiencing? And after that, you go back to normal healthy eating. I don't mean like go back to like your the normal standard of eating where you eat ultra processed foods, junks, unhealthy things, like it's just the norm. No, you can go back to because I understand that keto is strict. It's not all like the fact that you don't do keto does not mean you're not eating healthy. But like keto is strict because you have to remove carbohydrates. Not understandably, not all carbs are bad. Not all carbs are bad, but when your body has gotten to that disease state, it requires extreme measures. So that's why you have to take away that sugar, aka carbohydrate and ultra processed food, eh, especially for you to um start to see results in your body. But even when you are healthy, you should not even be taking ultra processed food. And you can also take carbs, but don't take it in moderation. That's one. And make sure it's high quality carbs, natural, minimally processed that you should take. That's what you should take, not those ones that like has gone through a lot of and basically you're just eating what's what is falling to your body. But there's this video I saw that I don't know if he's a doctor. He was saying that he was condemning criticizing keto diets, and it was like any diet that says you can't eat foods, uh, that's a red flag. So that's a red flag. I think it's this air that is making me sneeze. But first of all, keto diet is not say you should not eat food. It's just that it restricts the number of foods that you can eat. I know berries, most berries are keto friendly. And then there are some foods that you can also take, but take it in moderation. And even this idea of like fruits is if you are taking food that means you're healthy. That yeah, I mean that means you're eating healthy. Does not it's not necessarily true.